Yeah, so good morning. And today this is about chanting or japa or jap as they call it. Chanting, it can be anything. It just means a repetition, or if you just repeat a word or sing, that can be chanting. But jap is, it's a meditative repetition of a mantra or a divine's name. And I found it beautiful that it comes from the word ja and pa. So ja means destroying birth, death, and reincarnation. And pa means destroying your sins. So that's the root of the word jap. And of course, I mean, if we don't know anything, but I think this is one thing we know, that mantras or japas or jap, it has this, I don't know, magic of calming the mind. And we all know that we have a monkey mind. It has to do something. I mean, we are constantly thinking or repeating some or the other things to ourselves. So if we have to repeat, how beautiful would be if we could repeat his name or her name, because when we actually observe our minds, what we are repeating or thinking, it's just amazing how mechanical and unnecessary it is, and how repetitive. So for me, I personally feel that, and if, of course, all the Upanishad says that the one thing, the most important thing that you can do is satsang, surround yourself with good company. So I feel that this jap is that good company. They say you become what you think, what you eat, what you surround yourself with. So jap, I would say, is like a friend who can always be with you. So again, welcome to this session. Let's chant to become the chant. So just a little bit about this. Sri Aurobindo has defined mantra. He says that one repeats the name of the divine, and the vibrations created in the consciousness prepares the realization of the divine. It is the same idea that is expressed in the Bible. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. How simple it can be if done, with that sincerity and honesty. Before we start, just a quick thing that there are three kinds of japa. This is from MP Pandit, Gems of the Tantra. So he says that the first is the one that is done aloud, like we will be doing right now. We'll be doing Om and we'll be saying it aloud. So that's the first kind. And this is considered the lowest. The second is done in low tones. A lot of times people don't take out sounds, but they move their lips. So that is the second kind. And the third kind, and what is considered the best kind, is the one that is done mentally. So he says that when the japa is done aloud, there is again this tendency for it to become mechanical. The repetition gets mechanical and the sound predominates over the sense. And, like we tend to get lost in that. So that's why it said it's the lowest. When we do it in low tones, like people can't hear it, but we can hear it, or we are moving our lips, then they say there is less distraction of the sound, but still the effect of repetition, it kind of distracts us. And the best kind, where a full concentration is possible, so that is the verbal repetition without any movement of lips. So in that case, we are able to focus more on the meaning and the consciousness that comes with the japa. So the letters are repeated very subtly within the being as a support, and that's how it becomes us. So that is called a japa japa, a jap jap. So that was about MB from MP Pandit. So I think we can start with Om and very briefly, Mandukya Upanishad is the one that focuses greatly on chanting the Om and describing it as an imperishable word. Om is also considered as the divine sound. I'm sure we all have heard it. I'm just repeating it. And it's supposed to be made of three words, right? A, U, and Ma. And they say that the way we say A, U, Ma, that basically, includes all the sounds, possibilities of sounds that can come through our mouth. So every possible sound actually of the universe, not really of the mouth. And different people say chant Om in different ways. Some say, there should be 2/3 focus on A and 1/3 on Ma. Some say that A, U, Ma should be pronounced separately. But I think what's important is maybe to find your own pronunciation, how you want to say it, your own chant. So I think now, since this is the first chanting session, just to help us have a rhythm, I will start with, I'll put some background sound of Om, and we can all, if we feel comfortable, unmute and chant along with it. So we'll do that for 10 minutes. If there's any question, you can ask me. So I'll now put the sound of the Om again. If we can sit tall, great. If you want to stand, walk, that's fine too. But I think initially sitting and doing it maybe would help us focus more. That's just my personal opinion. So I'll now put the sound and we'll start with chanting Om. So again, we'll be doing that for 10 minutes. So it's 8 minutes, but I wanted to take a pause, and like we would have seen that the mind does not stop. So I think it's really helps when while we are chanting, we are with the chant. When we say, when we chant Om, we can feel the whole vibration of this mantra within our body. And if we can focus on that, I think that would help. It was even said that if you're chanting, you can also focus on your breathing. You can focus on your third eye chakra or the crown chakra. That really helps with your focus and the concentration. So I'll play it again for 2 minutes, a slower one this time. And if you want to unmute and chant with it, you can please do that as well. So 2 more minutes chanting Om, a bit slower with the focus on the vibrations it's creating. Thank you. Oh. Just listening to the sound of Om, they say activates brain, balances our emotions, and develops compassion and empathy. As we pay attention to the vibration of the jap, it's also advised to pay attention to the pauses in between. They say the pause is where the healing takes place. So when when we are chanting Om or any mantra, we have to be 100% present because the mind wants to wander off. It wants to wander off within the pauses. But no, we have to try and stay with both the vibrations while we are seeing it and the vibrations and the spaces between the two, repetitions. There was this one thing which I found really beautiful. It was said by Swami Vivekananda, and he said that Om represents the Akhand, the undivisible, the undifferentiated Brahman. Om, the one without a second. He in me, I in him. I am like a bit of glass in an ocean of light. A glass in an ocean of light. I am not, I am not. He is, he is, he is. Mother has, spoken a lot about mantra and the japa. I'll just share the screen briefly, and if you can see this, you can see this text.
It's half cut from the left side.
Is it there now?
No.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Now?
Yeah, no. Okay.
Okay. So here, this is by the mother. Here she says that I have also come to realize that for this sadhana of the body, the mantra is essential. Shri Aurobindo gave none. He said that one should be able to do all the work without having to resort to external means. Had he reached the point where we are now, he would have seen that the purely psychological method is inadequate and that the jap is necessary because only jap has a direct action on the body. So I had to find the method all alone to find my mantra by myself. And I repeat my mantra constantly when I am awake and even when I sleep. I say it even when I'm getting dressed, when I eat, when I work, when I speak with others. It is there, just behind, in the background, all the time, all the time. In fact, you can immediately see the difference between those who have a mantra and those who don't. with those who have no mantra. Even if they have a strong habit of meditation or concentration, something around them remains hazy and vague, whereas the japa imparts to those who practice it a kind of precision, a kind of solidity and armature. They become galvanized, as it were. So this is from the mother on how important she found it to be. So it's 7 a.m. We can take another mantra today, or I don't know, Monica, what do you suggest? Should we?
Actually, I have to go, but
Yeah,
please go ahead. Yeah, please.
no, I would like to know if, like, half an hour of this is enough. Should we make it like 45 minutes? Any feedback? Monica, feel free to go. I know you have to. Yeah, thank you. Any comments? Anything?
I liked it. Like one mantra and like half an hour is good.
One mantra is good. So before we end, should we chant it again for 5 minutes? Would that, and then whoever wants to leave can leave. We'll be chanting again for 5 minutes. Uh, Preeti, I want feedback as well. Should I put that mantra, that audio, or should we chant without it now? Any feedback?
I personally liked it with it.
With it first. Okay.
The
So I,
second one, the slower one. I don't know about the others.
yes. So okay. So since you are the one who unmuted, I take your feedback. So I'll put that one again. And whoever wants to leave is free, and we'll be chanting for 5 more minutes. Thank you.
Or maybe we can also try maybe next time with you leading the chants and we can all unmute and chant with you.
No, I would highly advise, why don't we unmute and chant right now? There is a hesitation, but why the hesitation, right? So please unmute if we are comfortable, please. Nobody is judging our voice or our texture. Let's all unmute and chant along with this one this time.
Somehow the collective voice of everybody chanting together is it feels powerful.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put that thing on the background and we'll chant along with it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's, before I end, I would want to say that because it's difficult to start a new practice, personally, I find it nice to have some, discipline with oneself. So I don't know, we can take a jap mala or we can see how much time we want to spend on this and dedicate it every day that we want to, because it's obviously not a 1 week, just a weekly half an hour process. So however much we want to make, like I will be starting with one jap mala every day of any mantra of Om or Om Namo Bhagavate starting today. So if any of us, would want to join that, please do. We think that things would happen naturally and spontaneously, but they don't. we have to put in some discipline, some effort, and start. So I think we can chant Om 3 times, then just do one Om Bhurbhuvasva and end the session. So if you feel okay, unmute and join me. So we'll start. We'll take a deep breath in.
Varenyam Bhargo Devasat Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Sarvebhyo Namaha. Thank you for joining us. We hope we can stay with our chant. Have a good day. Bye.